I change it? I think I did. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen, greetings. Good morning. Happy Thursday. No, Wednesday. Oh, Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning or evening, wherever you're at in this life or in this world. And blessings to you guys, man. I want to just talk on something really quick for a short period before I go to the gym. Very simple conversation. Good morning. Hey, Dharma. Hey, my Rose. How you doing? Hey, Cynthia. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all behaving? Y'all having a good day? Happy August 1st. Yes. So stretch retreats. How you doing? You lost track. Star Seed. Hey, Nez. Good morning. How you doing? Hey, listen. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Hey, Kimberly Wallace. Good morning. Good morning, Latasha. Good rising. Let me say my good mornings first before I start talking, because y'all know when I start talking, I just talk. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, y'all. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Resilient. Resilient calls me Professor. Hey, Angie. How are you doing? Good morning. She calls me Professor. Make me feel special. A girl like me, how you doing? Got me smiling. Or you receive it, my rose? You receive it? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys receive it. Sarisa, how are you doing? Grand Rising, H Love. Grand Rising, man. Listen, it's so good to see you guys. Your favorite nurse, how are you doing? Listen, I want to bring something to your attention. Let me begin because I don't want to take too long. Good morning, Saint. Hey, Lisa. Wealthy Rising to you too. Wealthy Rising. Hey, Tiffany Cuts, how are you doing? Let me bring something to your guys' attention. And I'm gonna say the very simple thing. When you are becoming when we are becoming more spiritually aware, because we don't become spiritual, we are really spiritual. I know everybody, the term these days is spiritual people, but everybody is spiritual, right? Everybody is spiritual, everything is spiritual. There's only one energy. It's just when you are becoming more spiritual aware, more spiritually aware, when you become more aware of something, you see more of it. And a lot of times, as we become more spiritually aware, we begin to see more chaos. Because when you become aware, you see more, right? There's more because you are present. You see more. Understand? I want to encourage you guys, man. When you begin to become more spiritually aware, you're gonna see a lot more than what you saw before. See, before you wasn't aware, you wasn't conscious, you wasn't present. So there was a lot going on in the background that you wasn't paying attention to. And as you begin to become aware, you're gonna see a lot more. This is why when we say, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna start eating different. I'm gonna start exercising. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start, stop smoking. You realize that when as soon as you say I'm gonna stop, things begin to fall in place. Things begin to fall out of place. Things begin to become chaotic. People begin to not like you. People begin to leave you. And it's not that things are happening because you made that decision. It's just that you begin to be more aware of what was really there this entire time. And I think for many people, it turns people off. It makes you want to quit because you think, well, all these things wasn't happening when I was lost. All these things wasn't happening when I was broken or when I was this or but at the moment I said, listen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, make a decision to say, I'm not going to be angry anymore. Today, I'm not going to be angry. And watch how everything aligns in your life that makes you continuously be angry. You're going to see the things that you never really realized that made you angry, that caused you to be angry, but you just never put them together. When you make a decision, hey, V. Jones, and say something like, today, I'm not going to be angry. You're going to see, and then you're going to feel, oh, I'm being tested. Oh, they're testing me. Nobody is testing you. Those things was always there. It's just that now you are aware of your own anger. You are choosing to be aware of your own selves. So of course you're going to see much more within you. And when you see that within you, you get discouraged and say, oh, people testing me today. People getting on my nerve. Understand, the moment you decide to become more spiritually aware, shit breaks loose. It doesn't break loose on the outside of you, it breaks loose on the inside of you. Awareness is very powerful. Awareness makes you see everything that is exists in that moment. I tell you right now, what I want to tell you is this: when you begin to see things, don't get discouraged. There was always there. When you begin to become aware, don't stop. They were always there. Because even if you close your eyes, do they disappear? Even if you stop being aware of them, do they disappear? They don't disappear. But now you have the privilege to see who is your real friends. You got the privilege or the opportunity to see what's really going on within your mind. You got the opportunity to see what's going on in your life. You got the opportunity to see who's going to stay and who's going to leave. You got the opportunity to see who's going to call you and who's going to let you. That's the truth. Take the truth. Take it. I promise you, it's worth it. A lot of us, we start to be on a diet, and as we become aware of our own emotions, of our emptiness, how we feel, of our habits when it comes to being hungry, of our own attitudes when we think but be hunger. When we think about these things, we say, F the diet. You know why? Because the stuff is always there. We just never recognize it until we make a decision or a conscious decision to say, I'm going to be on a diet. Now that you be on a diet, you begin to see how you really feel when you don't eat the junk food that you usually eat. Hey, Carmen, you begin to see how you really think when the things ain't going in your naturally programmed um, mind or program. Let me tell you this: your programs don't want to be changed. Can I tell you this? Your programs don't want to be changed. You see that program that you are operating on? That program that keeps you single? That program that keeps you financially broke? That program that makes you triggered very easily? That program that keeps you obese? That program, their programs don't want you to change. Hey, Amanda, the program keeps you in the same program. And because when the program sees a new program coming in, the program becomes stronger. When the program realizes that you are trying to change or affect it because you make a plan. See, here's what we do wrong to change these programs. This is what we do wrong. Hey, good morning, Amanda. How are you doing? This is what we do wrong. We begin to speak before we try to do. We say, starting next week, I'm going to start to go to the gym. Now, your program that you have been running, you ain't going to the gym. You're not in good health. You're not in good shape, right? The program. Hey, Miss Love Music. Hey, Denise. The program that you are running, you're not in good shape. You don't go to the gym. So when you speak out loud, next week I'm going to the gym. Let me tell you how strong the ego is. If you understand what I'm saying, you will learn how to bypass your own program. Florentine, how are you doing? If you think about what I'm saying, if you actually take what I'm saying, you will learn how to do whatever you want to do based on outdoing your program. Every time you say something like, next week, I'm going to start going to the gym. In January 1st, I'm going to start eating better. In January 1st, I'm going to practice being present. Understand what you are doing. When you speak it out and your program hears you, because you are in the program. When your program is listening to you, your program begins to grow stronger. Because now it doesn't want you to change. So it begins to promote the same thing that you are doing. It makes it more glamorous. It makes it more fun. It makes it sound like it makes sense. It makes the emotion attached to it to get stronger. Understand your program begins to create a resistance to your change because it doesn't want to be replaced. Just like how you don't want to be replaced, your program is very active. It doesn't want to be replaced. So when you speak before you do something, you are giving the program time to resist. This is what I'm saying now. Today, here is how was. Hey, Lady Miller. Good morning to you too. This is how you fix this. Stop making plan weeks out or week out to do what you need to do. If you know that something needs to be changed in your life, you do it today. Today. Now that you have heard my voice, harden not your heart. You see, this is why the Bible says, now that you have heard. Listen, This is why it keeps saying now, not tomorrow. If you go to tomorrow, if you put off to tomorrow what you can start today, you're going to mess up your own self. Your program is stronger than you, it will outdo you. This is why the book says, now that you have heard. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you so much. Now that you have heard my voice, now that you have seen the truth, now that you have, do not harden your heart. Because now, if you wait until next week, man, listen, next week will never come. Because your program is causing you, is building resistance. It doesn't need a new program. Understand this, man. If you know something needs to be done, do it now. Start now. Begin now. Don't put in your mind how you're going to do it. When it's not your place to know how sometimes. Sometimes it's not your... See, some of you want to know the entire journey before you start your first step. Some of you want to see the thing play out before you believe that you can do it. Some of you are waiting. Some of you really, some of you, the resistance is real. Some of you are trying to understand the journey before you start it. And that's why you never start. Some of you are waiting to see the entire journey, to understand the journey, to be there. And before you start the journey, before you take your first step of the 1,000 miles, you are trying to figure out how is mile 2, mile 3, mile 4, mile 5 is going to be. And in real life, only when you take that step is when you understand. You're not going to get it now. You're not going to get it now. Don't try to get it now. It's not for you to get now. What you get now is your intentions. What you get now is your trust. Yeah. Star seed. What you do now is to actually plant the seed, because the seed, when the seed is planted, I don't care what you plant in this fertile universe. You know how fertile this universe is, man? Hey, Doretta, good morning. You know how fertile this universe is? Whatever you plant grows. Do you know how fertile? Yeah, Tudor. You know how fertile this earth, this universe is? Look at everything that exists right now. Moons, suns, stars, planets. Look at you. You right here. Where you come from? You're right here. You are right here right now. Where did you exist? Where did you come from? You came from a place where there was nothing, and you appear. That's how powerful planting a seed is. It's up to you. Your job is to plant that seed. Your job is to plant that seed in this universe and let the universe do what it does. It is not for you to understand what the universe does. It's not your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. It is not for you to understand how it do it and how. It's up to you to learn that when you plant the seed, it's going to grow. Hey, kid, it always have to grow. When a farmer plants his seeds, he has faith in the soil. He has faith in the soil. And he knows that the soil is going to do what it does because it do it every single time. It does it every single time. Everything he plants, even when he doesn't plant it, it still grow. Even when somebody else plants it, it still grow. If you plant something in somebody's land, it grows. If you plant it and it's poison, it grows. If you plant it and it's sweet, it grows. If you plant it and it's sour, it grows. If you plant it, it grows. Listen, your job is to plant what you want to plant. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, man, your programs don't want to change. But I'm telling you, man, one of the hardest things is to change those programs. Because when you try to change those programs, when you become spiritually aware of your program, because what is the meaning of consciousness? Or what is the meaning to be conscious, to be aware? To be conscious is literally to be aware of your programs that you are continuously running, especially when you don't even know that they exist. See, when you are conscious, you become aware of your own programming. You don't listen, you don't become super powerful. You don't become supernatural. You don't become this and that. You become aware of your own programs. We don't know our programs. This is why you meet those men who you meet. This is why you meet those women who you meet. This is why you have the only the poverty that you have. This is why you have the pain in your bodies that you have. This is why you have the pains in your mind that you have. This is why you have your anxiety. This is why you have your knee pain, your hip pains, your leg pain, your lower back pains. Is because the program supports those things. If your program support those things, then those things will come. Those things will be there and be present. Your program supports them. You have to change your program. Some of you keep saying the same things every day, having the same life, and refuse to change what you say. Some of you have the same thought process and refuse to change. You refuse to see how your thought process connects to your lifestyle. You refuse to see how your thought process, the way how it connects to the way how your life really turned out. Some of you refuse to acknowledge that. Some of you refuse to make the connection. And I think many of us, that's why we suffer, because you don't want to be aware. You don't, we don't want the truth. And if you don't want the truth, hey, I'm telling you right now, right? Give me a second. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, man. You have to make, you have to make it, you have to make it a way. You have to make it. Hey, old Shine, how we doing? You have to realize what you are doing. You have to realize and see what you are doing. You have to realize how your thought connects to your body. You have to realize how your thought connect to your relationship. You have to realize how your thoughts connect to your singleness. Hey, Jamisha. Hey, Paris, how you doing? You have to realize the connection between your thoughts and your pain. I was talking to this lady the other day, and she said, "Kirk," um, she said, "Kirk, I have some pain in my back." And I said, "You know why your pain is there?" No, it's just always been there. I said, "Pain comes for a reason. Pain just don't come after a divorce of 32 years." I hear you, T. Williams. I said, pain just don't show up. Pain comes because something is off, right? Pain comes because something is off. And I said, well, let me ask you a question. Have you been thinking about money? Yes. How do you know? Well, there you go. Have you been thinking about any relationship? How you're going to pay your bills and your struggles and your fears and your insecurities and doubting how? She said, yes. I said, then that is the correlation. That is the connection between your pain, your back pain, and you. She said, really? I said, yes. If you can switch those thoughts, if you can switch those thoughts, the pain will be removed. Hey, Candy, if you can switch those thoughts, the pain will be removed. Well, how do you switch the thoughts? See, many people don't realize that they don't know how to think. Do you know many people don't know how to think? Do you understand that the majority of us have no idea how to think? And we don't even understand, and it comes naturally, and we still don't know how to do it. We don't know how to think. I was talking to a young lady the other day, and um, it's crazy that when you ask a person, "What do you want?" they tell you exactly what they don't want, and by telling you what they don't want, they assume that what they want will just appear, right? They assume that if I say what I don't want, then the universe will provide exactly what I want. You see what I'm saying? If I tell you what I don't want, well, what I want should appear, and that's not how it works. If you go to the drive-through and the person at the drive-through window says, "Listen, what do you how may I help you? What do you want?" But I don't want a burger. Okay. I don't want French fries. Okay. I don't want hot dog. Okay. And you assume that the right thing is going to show up, that they will read your mind to give you exactly what you want, and that's not how it works. It doesn't work like this when it comes to manifestation. It doesn't work like this when it comes to creation. It doesn't work like this when it comes to the universe, to God, to the manager, the shoe store. It doesn't work. Many of us, we assume that if I can say what I don't want, and many of us are only used to saying what we don't want. We are only used to saying what we don't want. And you keep saying what you're afraid of and what you don't want. And you assume if I say what I don't want and what I'm afraid of, then what I'm afraid of won't come to me. What am I afraid of don't come to me. Well, I don't want a man who lies. I don't want a man who cheats. Okay. All right. That's what you're going to get. See, because you don't understand the connection between your words and the image that your words create in your mind. And when the words create an image in your mind, when you see an image on the TV, on a picture, what's the first thing that comes? A reaction. True or false? When there's an image posted, a reaction comes. If it's a scary image, a scary reaction comes, right? If it's a happy image, a happy reaction comes. If it's a beautiful image, a beautiful reaction comes. Understand how powerful those images are. Your program has a whole bunch of them jokers. Your program has a whole bunch of images that it keeps seeing on a regular basis. Some of you keep seeing trauma. You don't understand why you feel anxious, why you scared, why you're insecure, because the images is creating that in the background. Again, that's a part of the program that you are running that you are unaware of. The program has all these images that's set. It's like a program on a computer. It has all these images, all these words, all these things. And every time you type something, something comes up. Every time you say something, something comes up. Every time you type something in your from your mouth, an image comes up. You are a computer. So when you say, I don't want a liar, the liar comes up. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't want a liar. The liar comes up in the image. I don't want, don't, is, listen, the words I don't want is irrelevant. Hey, Lisa, I want you to understand what I'm saying. You can't know what you want. Facts, my Rose. When you say, I don't want a cheater, cheater comes up. I know what a cheater is. Cheater comes up. The image comes up. And then the reaction comes up. Do you get what I'm saying so far? The reaction comes up. Once the reaction comes up, then emotion sets in. Emotions, reactions, and feelings is what attracts whatever you get. The mind does not know. The mind does, listen, you can't tell the mind, don't think, I don't want. It doesn't, I don't want to think. Have you ever said, I don't want to think? I don't want to think. I don't want to think. You think even more, don't you? I don't want to think. Don't think tonight. You think even more. Oh my God. Your mind just becomes overwhelmed with thoughts because you are thinking. Listen, you got to use your words wisely. Hey, Miss Nika, how are you doing? How are you doing? Great rising. Good to see you. Now I recognize you. You got to use your words. That's fact, Stassi. You got to learn to use your words. The program is too strong for you. You think that you could outdo your program. You can, but you got to be consistent. You got to be so intentional and so consistent and so intentional and so consistent. Listen, you have to focus on your words. Your words are painted in your mind, man. Listen, your words must be impeccable. I want to start. Let me tell you something that I want to start doing. And this is not why I came live, but this came to my spirit yesterday. This came to my spirit yesterday. This book is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. This is one of the best books I've ever read. Very short book. This book right here is by Deepak Chopra. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And what I would like to do, I know I did this once, but I think I am committed this time to doing this because I'm home. It takes a lot. This takes about an hour or 2 hours to read. I want to start this group and I want to break down all these laws. I think if you have an idea of these laws, you will actually find some truth about you. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Kiona, how are you doing? I want to start a book club, but however, I want to start a group. And I want to start with this book. And we're gonna meet once a week, just the ones in the group. We're gonna meet. I want to meet once a week and go over a chapter. I'm gonna give you time to understand and read the chapter for yourself, and then see it for yourself. And then we're gonna go and do a group discussion on this chapter. I'm gonna give you my take, and you give me your take, I want to come up with a take. You own each other's take. And I'm going to start this group, and it's going to be a membership group. By the way, it's going to be a membership group. I want to start doing, see some of these books I have behind me? I want to start, because there's knowledge that's hidden. There's knowledge that's hidden in all of us that we need to learn to connect with. There's knowledge that there's knowledge that's hidden in all of us, and I think sometimes these books awaken these knowledges. It awaken these knowledge. It's gonna be my this is gonna be on my subscription thingy for YouTube. I want to start doing these. We're gonna study. We're gonna read. We're gonna buy books. We're gonna read. We're gonna study. We're gonna explain these books. We're gonna talk about these books. We're gonna meet once a week, just the ones who are the members, because I want our minds to be open. This came to me yesterday when I was taking a shower. I said the 7 spiritual laws of success. I think if we can open a group, I think people would benefit. These laws, let me tell you some of these laws, man. I learned these laws. The law of pure potentiality, that's the first law, right? The law of pure potentiality, this right here. When you understand this law, it just makes you just, oh, shoot. See, these type of information change how you see your own program. It changed how you see the world. It changed how you see you. It changed your perspective of everything. It changed every single thing when it comes to you. The law of giving and receiving. Do you know that that's a very powerful spiritual law? Because many of us, we are into the law of giving. But I don't want to. I feel bad when I receive. I feel bad when I get. I don't want nobody to get. I don't ask for anything. Understand the law of giving and receiving is both. Is two sides. If you can't receive, your giving don't mean a damn thing either. Understand? If you can't receive, you would always be empty. You have to kill that ego part of you. Kill that ego part. That ego that think that you need help. I feel bad. I feel this. Many of us can give, but we can't receive. So the law is not complete within us. The law of giving and receiving is a very powerful law that most of us break. Most of us break this law. Some of us could only receive. We can't give nothing because we are selfish. We can only receive. We are breaking this law on a regular basis. I remember I was the big man in church. What's up, Not Perfect? How are you doing? I was a big man in church years and years ago. And I remember I used to always give to I used to always, hey, hey, hey. And one day somebody tried to give me something. And when I refused it, because, I had too much pride. I'm a man. And I refused it. Hey, Sunshine. And she said, Kurt, we need to be blessed too. I said, what do you mean? She said, you keep refusing what we are giving you. We need to be blessed because there's a blessing in the giving too. I said, wait, what now? She said, you are stopping our blessings because you are not taking what we are offering you. And I'm like, oh, so it's not about ego. This is not about ego. This is not about, and this is years ago. God, I am so sorry. She said, you are always blessing us, but we can't bless you because I can't receive. I can't. I don't want to. It's okay. No, you got to start receiving. So when I learned this too, I was like, oh, snap. Many of us break this law on a regular basis. Amanda, I sure have. See, many of us break this law on a regular basis. The law of karma, cause and effect. That law is something that we need to learn. Yes, Candy. The law of karma, cause and effect. The law of least effort. This law right here. That's the fourth spiritual law. Well, do you all even can understand? Can you all even understand what the law of least effort is? Can you even think that you understand what the law of least effort? Many of us, we break this law on a regular basis and wonder why we have to fight so hard and why we're always tired and why we're always drained and why we're always, feeling like we're doing so much, because the law of least effort. Man, this explains how the trees grow. It explains how in the forest where all those trees come together, growth is natural. They take the path of least resistance, all these things. And the human being, we always We always. What's up, Lisa? We always trying hard. We always gonna take the most resistance. We always gonna go against the grain. We always, and this is why we don't grow. This is why we can't flourish because we're taking the path of the more. Listen, I want to. So let me. Anyways, the point is, get this book. Very short book. Get this book. Build your understanding. Let's meet. Let's discuss these books. Let's break those barriers that many of us have. After this book, I want to do another one. I'll tell you after this. After we do this book, let's get this book. Um, I'm gonna open up my membership stuff on YouTube. Um, I'm gonna open up my membership stuff on YouTube so we can open up, and we're gonna meet once a week. In this group, we're gonna create a chat. We're gonna meet once a group. I mean, once a week on this, and it's gonna be open for discussion. I want to start doing this because I think I am. I think I should. Okay. So if you're interested, you might want to go on my YouTube maybe after tomorrow, after I open up, and I'll remind you after I open up my membership and sign up for it. At the time, I was always giving for something for everyone. Started accepting, and if I didn't need it, I gave it to someone else. And if I needed more, then I did. Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm telling you guys, man. Listen, um, these programs. The book title is "The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success." The seven spiritual laws. Take a screenshot, and this is the person who wrote it. Take a screenshot right here. This is the screenshot. The seven spiritual laws of success. And let me give you this book. Let me same. Take a screenshot. This is the book. This is one of the most strongest books that I've ever read. I have another small book. I have another small book, a smaller one that is my one of my most powerful books that I've read. Matter of fact, we might do that one next. We might do that one next. Let's start small. Okay. Hey, Wynette. Good morning. Oh, it's not early. I wake up every morning early. I'm old. Remember? I wake up early every morning. So yeah, man. So we gotta be aware of these programs. This being on my heart to tell you guys. I mean, I have clients, and as I meet with my clients, some things come to my awareness. Some things that I know already, but it reminds me to bring it up in conversations on these lives. Listen, many of us, we like I said before, we stop doing what we need to do because when we start this journey, the awareness is so strong of what was always there. You know, the book said, "For the fight is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high and low places." And we don't see those things when we are sleeping. But as you begin to wake up, it's the same things that was always there, the same things that's always in us, the same things that's going on within us is what we begin to see because you begin to be awake, because your eyes begin to open. So it's no, don't think because well, have you ever noticed that when you hey Belinda, have you ever noticed? Let's be honest. Have you ever noticed when you trying to change something, whether they is your you want celibate, Queen of Atlantis? How are you doing? Good morning. Have you ever noticed that when you try to make a decision to change something in your life, maybe change type of, being celibate, or maybe change the type of relationship, or being single, or being this, or being in a relationship, or change something in your life, you start to see certain things that you can't stand. You start to feel certain things that you can't stand. You begin to feel funny. You begin to feel weird. You begin to feel a little empty. You begin to feel disconnected. You begin to feel alone. You begin to, because the program is not supporting that right now. The program is not supporting those things. And many of us, when we get to those stages of seeing those things, we kind of back off. Well, maybe I should have sex. Maybe I should go back in a relationship. Well, it's like leaving somebody. Goddess, how are you doing? Good morning. It's like when you are with someone. Grand Rising, Alomi, how are you doing? What are you apologizing for? Did you do something crazy? We need to reprogram our lineage. Listen, one of the hardest reprograms to do is when you're leaving somebody. True or false? I know. So let me say this because I know a lot of you all could relate to this right here. Leaving somebody. See, when you be with somebody for 10 years, 5, 10 years. Hey, Kelly, when you be with somebody for 5, 10 years, you begin your program begins to Match them, right? You see the things that you're doing, no matter if they're toxic or not. Got you, allow man. Allow me. Thank you, thank you. Um, and you begin to be programmed. Now you're in a relationship. Now you this. Now you that. Now you this. Now you that. Now you in this program for 5 years because it took a while before you get in the program. You know when you met this person, you was fighting that person. You was fighting the trust. You was fighting. Okay, Kelly, you was fighting. You wasn't sure. You didn't trust. You didn't open up. You were still anxious. You were still a little scared because the program that you was in before didn't allow you to open up. After every day of being with this person, every day of, and you don't even realize this, but this is what happens. See, when you before you meet this person, the program is not allowing you to fall in love. It's not allowing you to be free, to be honest, to be open, because the program before that is different. Now, after you do this every single day, being with this person, hearing their voice, talking to them on the phone, seeing them, sleeping with them, eating with them, walking with them, the program finally says, okay, fine, fine, fine. So the program changed. Now you are in a relationship. Now, I feel this way. I think this way. I say we. I say us. And we sleep in the same bed. And this. So the things that's in the program in the relationship begins to happen. Hey, Linda. So now the program sets in. Now, when it's time to leave the program and be single again, you can't. You cannot. It's one of the hardest programs to change from being in a relationship or a marriage to being single. What's up, Belizean Queen? How you doing? To being single. Now everything is changed. So now when you are in the process of being single, when the person leaves you, all these thoughts, all these feelings, all these insecurities, all these doubts, because the program is shifting. You have to be okay in that ugly time. You have to be okay in that unsure time. You have to be okay in that weird time. It's a natural time. Some of you talking about you need healing. You don't need healing. It happens. You are changing programs. Does that make sense? You are just changing your program. So in the moment, in the middle of changing program, right, Saints? In the middle of changing program, you are shifting. So what you're going to experience is all different type of emotions. Those emotions are already in you. It's okay. You are just being aware of them now because you are switching your program. You're switching your programs will bring awareness to all that shit that's in you. Does that make sense now? When you shift your program, it will bring awareness to the things that was always there. They were always there. They never disappeared. They was there. So now the program is shifting. Now you begin to feel lonely. Here comes the loneliness feeling. Right? Here comes the loneliness. Here comes the feeling of being, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't feel confident in myself anymore. I don't feel sure of myself anymore. I feel like I've been used. I feel like this. I feel like, and so you begin to have this weird thing in your mind, this weird social media theory. I need healing. I need to heal. You don't need to heal because nothing is broken. You are switching programs. Somebody say amen, please, because I need you all to understand that the human being is not easily broken. You're not easily broken. Some of you have been told that you need healing because your program is shifting, and if you think that you need healing, you don't wait for the program. Let the program play, let it play out after you get used to it again. The same thing that you did, the same thing that you did when you get into the relationship where it took a while, where you begin to feel, you was a little conscious, you was a bodily conscious, you was this, you were scared, you were insecure, you wasn't sure if he likes you or she likes you, you felt a little this, and you felt a little resistance, and you felt when you start to meet this person, you felt, I didn't want to chew around them, I didn't want to talk this, I didn't want to eat like how I really eat, I didn't want to, because the program, and then daily, you practice, you get more comfortable in the program. And then you like, now I'm married. Let me not comb my hair. Now I'm in a relationship. Let me wake up and stink breath and kiss him or kiss her. The program shifted, but it took a while. Understand, it takes a while to shift again. It's just that you're not paying attention of the shift in the beginning. You are shifting in the beginning. You are shifting big. From single to relationship is a huge shift. From a relationship to a marriage is a huge shift. You're just not paying attention because you don't think it's a bad thing. You don't think it's a bad thing. You think it's natural. But understand, please understand, it's a very natural shift from a relationship to single. It's a natural shift from a marriage to single. It's a huge shift. So what you do is this. No, this, I don't know if, listen, I don't know if we have ever talked about this. I don't know if you have ever heard this put this way. I don't know if you have ever heard a conversation, somebody put it this way. And maybe you never heard it, and maybe that's why it's hard to accept, or maybe it is, you think I'm talking crazy, or maybe you think I don't understand. I don't know what you think. Yeah, not perfect. I don't know. I don't know if you even believe in what I'm saying, but I'm telling you this right now. Going to a relationship, going from a relationship to single, the program continues. You're gonna feel those crazy emotions. They was always there. Nobody put them there. Nobody put anything inside of you. Can we understand that whatever is inside of you, whatever comes out is what's inside of us? Can we understand this? Can we understand this? Whatever inside comes out. Whatever was inside comes out. Different programs bring out different emotions. Yes or no? When you're in a bad relationship or unhealthy relationship, that program will bring out those emotions. Please understand all those things are there. Yes or no? It doesn't mean something is wrong because it comes out. Their program attached to certain emotions. If somebody keep abusing you, disrespecting you, and lying to you, you are programmed. Your emotions that's going to come out naturally are emotions that's tied or related to that program. That's why you have to realize what comes out is what's on the inside. The program manages your emotions. Your 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 program manages your emotion. If you are in a dangerous place and you live in a dangerous place, your program place that you live in will manage your anxiety. It manages you where you see it. Imagine your perception. It manages the way how you feel. Please understand this. So this is when you know you shouldn't be in a certain place because the emotion that's coming out is coming from a program that you don't like. This is when you have to make big boys and big girl decisions. You know the program that you are running based on the result that you are having. Listen. 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 This is a deep conversation. This is something that we need to understand. You know the program that you, how do I know my program? Look at what you are getting. That's how you know it. Look at what you are getting. Look at the product of your life. Your life is the truth. What you want, what you say, what you believe is irrelevant. The results, you see, I'm going to say there's proof in the pudding. Have you ever heard it before? Men lie, women lie. There's proof in the pudding. Listen, what you believe is irrelevant. Who you believe in is irrelevant. What you think is irrelevant. What you think that you deserve is irrelevant. This is your result. This is the fruit. A tree don't bear wrong fruit. You hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Did that go over you? An apple tree can never bear the wrong fruit. Yeah, sometimes the fruit won't be as sweet. Yeah, sometimes some of the fruit might be a little sour. I mean, sometimes the fruit might be a little, spoiled. Sometimes the worms get to the fruits and the birds get to the fruit. But the tree do not bear wrong fruit. You will never see an apple tree bearing mangoes. We don't want to talk about that, though. Nope, we don't see. We don't want to talk about that because that makes you think that something is me. Then I'm the problem. Is the accountability? Is me? Me? No, it can't be me. You all get what I'm saying? Do you all get it? Not, no? Yes? No? Let's go deeper into this. This is gonna hurt somebody's feelings, and I know this before. If you are bearing wrong fruit, It's nobody's fault but yours. But by my teeth. If you are bearing the wrong fruit, whose ever fault was it is irrelevant. Whoever caused you to think this way, to do this way, is irrelevant. Now that I am an adult, now that I am a man, I have to put away all childish things, right? I have to put away all childish things. I have to put away all childish behavior. Now, I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. I know, but I'm just saying, it's my mother. I saw her as my father. My father left. It's I was. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's not easy. Easier said than done. We're not saying those things no more. Cut those things out. Let's cut those things out. Let's cut those things. Easier said than done. Okay, does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better for not practicing it? You see what I'm saying? Does that make you feel better for not practicing it? Well, I'm a man, so I gotta spread my seeds. I gotta have multiple women and sleep with a whole bunch of them because I'm a man. Do you? But do you though? Why? Who told you that? Somebody who was doing it? They told you that? Somebody who was doing that crap told you that, huh? And you think that's okay because somebody told you it was okay to do it. But do you feel good about yourself after? If you don't, change the program. You gotta change the program. You gotta change. It doesn't matter whose fault. Because you know why? Because the wound wasn't our fault. Yeah, most of us, these things that we have, sometimes it wasn't us. The truth is, a lot of things that we carry, it wasn't our fault. We didn't give ourselves these things. We didn't give ourselves these. We didn't give ourselves this anxiety. Something came from the outside, and bam, it touched us, and we begin to react. But I want you to know that everything that comes out is yours. If you want something to come out differently, and just because something comes out doesn't mean that you need a healing. For one, you need to acknowledge that it's there. See, when you acknowledge that those things are there, sometimes you are perfectly fine. If I know it's there, if I know that, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you guys a question? I want you to think logically. We're not thinking spiritually. We're not thinking supernaturally. We're not thinking godly. We're thinking common sense because many of us don't think common sense. We think in a thing that we can't see. We think in terms that sounds good in the words. We think in terms that it sounds good on paper. Let's think logically. Can we think logically? Please, can we think logically? Thank you, Tiana. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. Let's think logically for a second. If you walk to work every day, if you walk into work every day, comment it. If you walk into work every day, but you know there's a pit bull at this house, and the owner never has his gate open. The owner, it never has his gate locked. It's always open. The pit bull is very vicious. And you walk into work and you know the pit bull is there. You saw it yesterday. And you saw it 2 days and the gate was open and it chased you every single time. Every time he sees you, it chases you and it bites you. Would you keep going to that direction? Would you keep going there? Now that you know the dog is there, the gate is open, would you keep going to the direction? Would you keep walking there or would you switch your route? The truth is, you're probably going to switch the route because the dog is going to be there. The dog is going to be there. The dog is going to, it's going to be there. It's right there. You're going to switch your route. We expect to be with the same people, in the same relationship, in the same group, the same thing, and expect something to come out differently. How? It's the same reaction. Sometimes you're going to switch the route. You're going to switch route because I want you to understand everything is already inside of you. Everything. The anger, The fear, the insecurity is already there. But depending on where you go, you're going to experience a different version. Depending on who you're around, have you ever spoken to someone? Have you ever been around someone and when you're around them, you feel agitated and anger and just frustrated and confused? And then when you go around someone else, you feel peaceful and joyful and love? Then, do you need healing because you're around this person? Or do you need healing because you're around this? Do you need healing? Or do you realize that different environments brings out different reaction? Some of you are stuck in the same place, doing the same thing, in the same job, in the same relationship, in the same time, and you expect good results. It doesn't work like that. Thank you, Jane, though. It doesn't work like that. Everything is inside of you, and sometimes you have to see what comes out in this. If I plant my seed in this soil, that don't grow. The seed is perfectly fine. The environment is not suitable for that seed. You understand what I'm saying? If I plant this seed here, it doesn't grow because, number one, this soil and this environment with this temperature does not grow apples. The apple seed is perfectly fine. See, you keep finding faults in you. You think you are the seed. You are a bad seed. You are not the bad seed. You keep effing with the wrong environment. And then punishing yourself because you don't understand what you are doing. That's why you got to stop. I need healing. Why do you need healing? Now, yes, at a certain point, I encourage you to realize that everything is in you. But if you know it's in you, you're going to avoid situations that brings it out. It's okay. Some things ain't leaving you. You hear me? Some things ain't leaving you. Do you understand me? Some things ain't leaving you. Listen, I was traumatized for many years after I went to combat, after I went to Iraq. I was traumatized for many years. Effed with me for many years. Effed with me for many years. I was effed up in the minds. Some things I had to avoid, like elevators. I've seen men burn alive in vehicles. I've seen men trapped and burned alive. Men, 7, 8 men at a time, burned alive. Seen them burn alive. I avoid closed spaces. I know that's in me. Am I okay with it? I am perfectly okay with it. Do I ride elevators? I ride elevators. Do I go in tight places? Yes, but I know what's coming out. I know what to expect when I know things live in me. I know things ain't going away. I'm not surprised every time I experience that shift in my energy. I'm not surprised. But when I don't have to take an elevator, I'll walk. When I don't have to be in those tight spaces, I choose not to. Because why? Why keep doing it when I don't have to? Why? No, I don't have to. Some things don't leave you because something about the brain. There is something about the brain. The brain remembers. The mind remembers. And your body remembers. You can't stop it from remembering. And sometimes the memory and the connection is so strong. It's not that something is wrong. It's just that you have to make that connection. It's there. It's okay. The last time it came, I was perfectly safe. The last time it came, I was still safe. The last time it came, I'm still good. I'm good. Oh, no. The feeling is there, but I'm good. Sometimes the feelings will be there, but you are still good. Listen, you all are so caught up with feelings. You think because you feel something, this is why we end up in shitty relationships. You think because you feel something, that means something is wrong. No, you feel something because you have memory. Well, I feel like I still want them. I feel like I still love them. Oh my God, something is wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's just a feeling. It's called memory. It happens in everything. That's why you look the way you look, because of memory. That's why your hair is the way how it is, because of memory. That's why you speak the way how you speak, because of memory. That's why you see and understand how you do, because of memory. So don't fight the very thing that you are. It's memory. Am I preaching today? I'm timing up this though. Am I preaching today? Are you all getting it? Protective mechanism. Exactly. Are you all getting it? Is it making sense? Your body will do what it does. It remembers. Your being is gonna be. Is gonna remember. Yes, you were preaching. You're gonna remember. So just so you know it's there. Relax. The heck you gonna act up? You trigger me, so I acted this way. But if you know that if he or she says this, I'm gonna act up. Why can't you actually realize? Well, maybe I don't have to act up, but I can feel how I feel. Maybe I don't have to do anything. Maybe I could just know the feeling is there. But you know what? You trigger me, so I have to come at you and cuss you out because I am triggered. So I have to. Why do you have to do it? Hey, Jill is Gil or Jill? Why do you have to do anything? Because you have a feeling. This is why we do stupid things, because our feelings are so strong and we don't realize that the feeling. 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. Oh, I love her. She is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She is amazing. I love her. 6 days later, we break up. You think those feelings are going anywhere? You think those feelings are going anywhere anytime soon? Do you think those feelings are going anywhere anytime soon? Do you think them feelings just die? Well, if you know that those don't die, why do you act stupid? Why? Why? Why do you act stupid because it's there? Think about it. Let's talk logic. Let's not talk social media trash. That's right, Ron King. That's right. Let's not talk social media trash. Let's not talk for the from our ego telling you, oh, I'm gonna be fine. And let's talk reality. If the dog was always there every time you pass that house, why would the dog not be there tomorrow? Because you don't want it to be there. Brown, you said I need a building for church. That's hilarious. Hey, Akona, how you doing? I'm serious. Listen, I'm serious. But I can't move on because I love him. Why you can't move on? Because a person that you no longer have dealings with, somebody who no longer has dealings with you, someone you know for a fact is not for you, someone you know for a fact doesn't want you or respect you. Why is it hard to move on? Because of a feeling. A feeling. Feeling. Just because of a feeling. Get lost in my feeling just because of a feeling. Thank you, Jill. A feeling. A feeling tells you all that. A feeling tells you you can't move on. Ain't that the dumbest stuff that we talk about? A feeling tells you that you can't move on. A feeling tells you that you can't get up and go to work. A feeling tells you that, hey, a feeling tells you that. Not your mind, not your own voice, not your own persistence, not your own consciousness or your awareness, but a feeling. The very thing always there, the very thing that's not dependent on the present, but the past, a feeling is telling you that who you are. Ain't that something? Say it for feelings. It's just the feelings. Because even if a feeling telling you I can't wake up, I can't get out of bed, I guarantee you at that moment, when you feel like you can't get out of bed, I guarantee you, if you just say, but you know what? I'm still hungry. Bam, you up. So that means the feeling was wrong. That means the feeling was wrong. That means the feeling was not true. Sometimes you have to prove your feelings wrong. But some of y'all don't want to prove them wrong. Some of y'all want to obey your feelings because if you prove your feelings wrong, it's like saying, God, you're a liar. And you can't live with that. Did I go over your head? Did I go over your head? Did I go over somebody's head? Because some of your feelings is your God. Your feelings tell you everything. So to go against your feelings is going against God. Somebody just gotta shift in their own minds. I feel a shift in my head. I mean, somebody just got a headache. Somebody just got them a little switch. Who just got a switch? Who? How do you break those feelings? You don't have to break those feelings. The feelings are perfectly fine. You don't have to break anything. The feelings are perfectly fine. The feeling is not the problem. You listening to your feelings is. You don't have to break any people. You don't have to break your feelings. That was you, $1 million. I just felt somebody had a shift. It's like this part of the head, like this part right here. I just felt the shift in my head right here, like somebody just got a awakening moment or a wake up call. Lost my big girl pants to the Kelly. Put it back on, girl. Hey, Riri, that was you too. That was you right here. How do you break the feeling? You don't have to break the feeling. The feeling is nothing wrong. Listen, the feeling is not a wrong thing. It's like asking me. It's like asking me, right? Oh, Angel's love. That's you? Listen, that was you too. Kiana, you too? Lord, it's a strong shift. What brought that shift? What brought that feeling? Is it something that I said? Listen, it's like me saying, well, yesterday was raining, but yesterday was raining, but today is sunny, but I don't trust it because I feel like it should still be raining, and it's raining and it's raining. It's like saying, the memory is saying I'm black, but I don't think I am. I think I'm white. But the memory that my DNA and my body carries is, is black, but that can't be because I'm white. I know for a fact I'm white. There's no. It's like feelings. You obey your feelings. The truth is, you white. You're black. No matter what you feel. Mm, it doesn't matter what you feel. I feel like I'm this. I feel like I'm that. It doesn't matter what you feel. Truth is truth. It confirm what you know. I'm telling you, truth is truth. Listen, some of us are just so stuck because your feelings are your God. Even God telling you they should not have it. The first commandment is what? What's the first commandment, y'all? Y'all remember the first commandment? Chastity, how you doing? What's the first commandment, y'all? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's the first commandment? I want you all telling me because I don't remember because I could be completely wrong. What is the first commandment? I know somebody. Yep, $1 million. Got it. I'm plugging my phone in because I have to go to the gym after this. Let me make sure I have enough battery life because I can't give you all my battery life. $1 million said there should be no other gods before me. Don't put no other gods. Thou shalt not have another God before me. Right? That's the first commandment. Who commands you to do an act? Who commands you? Who commands you on a regular basis? Your feelings. Who commands you? Your feelings. It commands your response. It commands where you think you are. It commands who you stay with. Spiritual awakening. I converted to rest on God, showing me how evil He is and protecting me from Him. Yeah, I'm telling you, your feelings, man, your feelings. Your feelings command you in so much crap that you should not be in because you listen to your feelings. The voice of God is not enough for you. You put the feelings. You put the feelings there. Why is that, Linda? Shall have no other God before me. Yet your feelings are so. But I feel, I feel. I can't move on because I have feelings for someone. Can I ask you a question? It's all right, Carmen. Can I ask you guys a question? Let's go based on I cannot move on because I have feelings for someone. Can I ask you a great question to think about logically? We're not thinking supernaturally, we're not thinking spiritually, we're thinking logically. We are here. Let's be here. Let's be here. Let's be here. Thank you, Chastity. Thank you. Can we be here for a second? I like being here. Everybody wants to escape this beautiful creation that was prepared for us. I don't know why we want to escape this. Like we know anywhere better. Like we're being somewhere better. We are here. Let's make this beautiful. Nobody, it's like people want, oh, I can't wait until I leave. I'm in the wrong century. I'm in the wrong generation. Shut your mouth and be here. You hear me? Shut your mouth and be here and master yourself being here. Because if you can't master yourself being here, nowhere will be good enough. Because some of you don't understand. You hear this thing, you hear people all saying all this nonsense. Oh my God, I shouldn't be here. I wasn't supposed to be here. God made a mistake, right? Yet the universe made a mistake. The universe make a big glitch. God says, man, damn, I forgot. Yeah, God said he forgot. Seriously, God said, hey, bro, I forgot, man. You shouldn't have been here. Because you know more than I. You want my job, don't you? You want to be God. Ridiculous, ain't it? Ridiculous. It's being ungrateful. You know why you can't get what you want? You're ungrateful. The little bit that you have, you don't want it. And it's not good enough because I'm bigger, I'm special, and I'm favored. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, think of that. Facts, Gil, wherever you are. Let's talk about this simple logic. I have feelings for someone. I have feelings for someone. Can I explain to you what that means? Because I don't think we get it. And I'm not gonna stay longer. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes and then I'm done. Because I have to go to the gym. Right? So we have this. We say things. What's wrong with this? We say things like, I have feelings for someone, so I can't move on. Here's the thing. How can you have feelings? How can one have feelings for someone else? I have anger for some. I am carrying your anger, but I am carrying your feelings. Hold on. I have feelings for someone. What are feelings? Hey, thank you, $1 million. I have feelings for. I have anger for. I have resentment for. I have happiness for. I have this for. I have forgiveness for. How you do that? Explain to me how you do that, because that's magic. Explain to me, please. I need to be taught how to carry something for somebody else. Please tell me. Please tell me. You see, we don't want to admit, we don't want to realize and recognize that what you have is for you. Come on now. You are quiet. How do you have anger for someone else? How is it possible to have anger for someone else? Right, Miss Nico? How can you have resentment? How can I hold resentment for someone else? Please tell me that. Please teach me, how do I hold resentment for someone else? And as I hold it, is someone else experiencing it or I'm experiencing it? Please tell me. Teach me. Teach me, social media, because social media be teaching us some stuff. Teach me. Teach me. Teach. Help me. How can I hold anger for someone else? If I'm holding anger for you, who is experiencing the anger? Me or you? Teach me. I don't get it. I don't understand why we believe that we are holding on to something for someone else. And in the meantime, we can't be free. In the meantime, we're the one who have back pains and headaches and migraines and stress. How? Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day. The truth is, you can't. So those feelings that you have, you don't have feelings for nobody. It's your feelings. It's just yours. You don't want to feel it. You are the one who's experiencing it. You are the one projecting it, expressing it. You is you. It's always been you. What do you think? It's your feelings. And you want to blame somebody else for your feelings too. Ain't you crazy? You know, exactly. And then you're going to blame him or her for you. Listen, can I ask you a question? You know I like questions, right? Good, Tiana. Good. Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I know I love questions. I think my question, what's up, Hakuna? How you doing? I think my questions make people think because it's not really questions. It's like hypothetical questions. When a lion is chasing a zebra and the zebra is running for his life, when the lion stops chasing the zebra, you think the zebra is stressed, scared, or he's grazing? Which one do you think he's doing? You think when the zebra stopped running for his life, even though he was in a very traumatic experience, running for his life, like you do every day, you think when he stopped running, when there's no lion there anymore, you think he's stressed, scared, or he's grazing? Which one do you think he's doing? He's eating and grazing and free. Or is he stressed? Or is he just, you think the lion is stressed? I mean the zebra is stressed? Human beings are the only ones that could create stress from their thoughts. It's just humans. It's just humans. Humans are the only ones that can create stress. That type of stress with a thought, the body goes in shock. It's only humans who that. Humans talking about we so highly favored, we are so blessed. I'm highly, yet you can think about and you can remember something from 20 years ago and still go into shock. You can remember something from 20 years ago and have your own heart stop beating. Human beings do that. It's human beings. See, when the stress is removed, the grazing continues. For us, when the stress is removed, it's never removed because you still see it, you still remember it, you still fear it, you still think about it, you still resist it, and therefore it stays right there. Human beings, we are the only ones that we have never done. And then we say, it's normal. It's not normal. How do we check it when it reappear? What do you mean? When what reappear? I Candy, you be good. Thank you so much. Let me explain something to you. When the human is under stress, when the human being is under stress, when the zebra is under stress, when the zebra is running for his life, understand that the zebra has a mechanism from his glands, his hormones, that pushes blood to his legs, to his jaw, where he can fight, bite, or run. He doesn't need any energy going to his heart to love. He doesn't need no peaceful energy. That gland promotes only fight or flight reflex. His legs are ready to move as fast as it. Have you ever been chased by a dog and you realize how fast you actually run? Have you ever been chased? I'm talking about in the real life, not in the movie where some little white girl is being chased in the woods and she falls every 3 seconds. I'm talking about when you are really running. I'm talking not in the movies when somebody's walking and she's running to the sneaker. You're gonna realize how fast you really are because your adrenal gland promotes that energy, sends that blood flow straight to your legs, and you begin to run like you actually running. I don't care how big you are, how small you are, your running will actually be pointless. I mean, will be powerful. Hey, Belinda, good morning. Well, guess what? When the zebra is finished, Yeah, when the zebra is finished running, do you know what happened? The energy goes back to him, not from his legs anymore, not in his jaw because he's no longer running. He is just grazing. Be blessed to you too, Million. Human being, when we are stressed and we stay stressed, guess what? Guess where our energy goes? Guess what? Let me explain to you why we're sick. Can I explain to you why we're sick? The energy goes where? Arms and legs. It goes fight, flight, or hide. Arms, legs. That's why you become stronger, you become faster, and you become more aggressive. You become more anxious because you are under stress. You are looking for everything. You become more agitated. You become more ready to just go off. You snap quick. That's where the energy goes because you are protecting yourself. Now, as energy goes to your arms and your legs in that type of way, guess what's flowing here? Guess what's happening here? Guess what's happening in this area? Guess. Can you guess? What's happening to your heart? Do you need love in that moment? No. Do you need peace? No. Do you need joy? No. You need survival. Is it ringing a bell so far? Is it hitting? Is it hitting? Is it hitting yet? Are we getting it? Are we getting it yet? It slows down right here. It slows down. Your heart begin to feel funny. Energy is not going there anymore. It slows down. Your kidneys, your liver, your lungs change. Here comes cancer. Here comes all this high cholesterol, diabetes. Here comes all this damn low blood pressure. Here comes all this stuff that attacks you in this area. Come on now. Because the energy is not flowing there anymore. Energy is flowing. See, if you stay under stress because you can't turn it off, your body will suffer. This spot right here, you start gaining weight in your stomach. Your testosterone is messed up. Your sexual stuff changes. You can't stand up anymore. You have sexual issues. You can't because that's not needed under pressure. That's not needed under survival. Do you get it? It is no longer needed under that pressure. You don't need to be having sex when you are running for your life. You don't need to fall in love while you're running for your life. You don't need to find peace. You don't need to find nothing. You are fighting survival. That's why many of you getting sick because you keep going and going and going. I can't stop. I can't. But if you can't stop, guess what? We don't even know what we're doing. They don't teach us these things. So many of us are just sick. We're getting older, but we are sick. We're getting older, but we're sick. We're getting older, but we're sick. We're just sick. Our bodies ain't moving. Our health sucks. You see what I'm saying? Our emotion, we are always agitated. Ladies, if you can't leave stress, your feminine level, your feminine energy suffers. Now, what you considering is that masculine energy is survival energy. I think many of you, I need a man to come and take me from my masculine energy. That's not masculine. We don't do that. The masculine is not toxic. Please. The masculine is not, can we repeat this? The masculine, there's a difference between masculine and survival. Please don't think they are same. Please don't think they are interchangeable. Many of you say, I'm masculine. No, you're not masculine. You are survival mode. Please leave that masculine out. That masculine is a very powerful and amazing. Just because I cussed you out and I don't work and I don't, I doesn't mean I'm feminine. Please don't put the feminine in that nonsense when a man don't want to work, where a man is lazy, where a man want to be taken care of. Please do not put that feminine in that nonsense. Remove it because it's not the same. It is survival mode. You all be using feminine and masculine in ways where it doesn't make sense. The masculine is not like that. Please. We be thinking, oh, she masculine. That is not masculine. That is survival. It's different. Please don't put please don't put us in that. Please don't put the masculine in that survival thing, because man who knows how to be masculine, we don't do that. We don't, we don't do that. I don't do that. I'm masculine, but I don't do that's not masculine. And feminine is not lazy. Feminine works. Feminine is not just a man who's lazy, who don't want to work. That's not feminine. The feminine work. I don't know why we put these things, we make these things into these feminine and masculine. You know what those things represent? Those things represent balance. What balance is in that? What balance does that bring to anything? What's the balance in those things? None. It's toxicity. That's what it is. It's survival, which is not toxic, but survival is a real thing. When you're under pressure, when you're in danger, survival comes in. I'm doing something to the comment. Somebody said, how do we remove ourselves from those survival mode? My next live, let me talk about it. I'll talk about it in my next live, because for right now I have to go. Listen, if you haven't been here, I'm gonna open up my membership on YouTube. And if you're in the membership group, we're gonna do some videos and some book stuff and some real studying on these books. We're gonna do some real studying, some real meditations, some real studying, some real fixing, some real healing. I think it's gonna be like $6 or something. I think it's $6, $5.99 or something. But we're gonna meet every week and discuss a chapter on this book. This is the first book that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna open up my membership on YouTube maybe next couple of days, maybe tomorrow. No, hey Mel, no, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So make sure in the next couple of days, and I'll remind you, next couple of days, check my YouTube and get the membership. So we're gonna start with this book. All right. You all, if you haven't seen the video, go back and see the rest. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it makes some type of sense to you. You all have a beautiful day. Thank you, Wynette. You have a beautiful day too. AD, thank you so much. You all be blessed. And I will see you guys again soon. Thank you, HS Love. You all make sure you all behave, okay? And if you can't behave, try your best to anyways. Okay? You have a wonderful day today. Thank you so much. I hope you listen. Did you guys learn something today? Did you learn something today? I hope you did. And if you didn't, I apologize for not saying the right, better things. Because I learned somebody give me a headache today. Good. Hey, Riri. I'm glad that you learned something for real. I think part of my goal is to come here and as good morning, Alyssa. I think I'm not here. I'm not one of those people that comes on here and like speak things to have fun. And I like to have fun too, but I don't think I have this platform to have fun. I think my platform is to bring some type of information, bring some type of awareness. It's not to be here and create a whole bunch of more blockages and fear and insecurities in people's minds, and to come here. And I think my purpose, not my purpose in life, but my purpose on social media is to bring some sort of awareness. And those who want it is going to get it. Those who don't need it, it's not for them. So that's why I come here. You know what I mean? So I like to learn as I teach. The same. All right. The name of the book is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. The 7 screenshot. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. That is the name of the book. So we're gonna meet and we're gonna discuss. It's a very short book. We're gonna discuss each chapter, and I think you will find. I think after this book is being discussed and read, I think it's gonna unblock a lot of things within you. Your understanding will change. But if you get the book now, read it so that when we start to discuss it, you'll actually understand. It's like in school, you have to read the book first, and then you come back to class and we discuss it, and then a lot of things that you miss, you probably might be aware of. But I think this book will unlock a lot of things in your own mind. You bring awareness to a lot of ideas and parts of you that's not growing. I think this small little book would open a lot. This is one of my greatest books I've ever read. This book was eye awakening. But then again, I'm on a journey to always learn. So maybe for me, it was great because of where I'm at. Maybe where you are at, it won't be great. So don't think that is a bad book because it's just that we are different stages of our growth process. So if you read it and you don't like it, my apologies. But it's one of my favorites, one of my most influential books that I have read because one of my biggest laws in this book, and you might hear me mention this law a lot. This is the sixth law. It's called the law of detachment because the way how you think detachment is not what you think detachment is. What you think is detachment is not detachment. And after you read this idea of detachment, after you read this law, you're gonna be like, "Oh snap! I've been doing this wrong all my life." This book will make you grow. I promise you. So let's read this book, and you don't have to join the damn group if you don't want to. But it's gonna be many more books coming. I have a lot of books, by the way. There's gonna be many more books coming, so we're gonna do some book studying. And some of you are gonna say, "Oh, let's do it," and some of you are gonna fall off and say, "This is boring." It's very boring. I can promise you that it's very boring. Learning is very boring. Learning these spiritual laws is very boring because you got to do the work. It's up to you. No one, these things don't help you. Doing them and practicing them is what does. So it's going to be very, very boring for those who don't really want to practice. For those who are not consistent, it's going to be very boring. But for those of us, so if you want to people who are not interested in growth, don't come to the group because it's not that serious. See what I'm saying? If you're not one of the people who actually want to grow in that type of area, don't come to the group. Don't, yeah, don't waste your money. I think it's like $6. But don't waste your money. But for those of you who wants to continue and get past that uneasy part, get past of your own self, get past your blockages, get past and take the journey of learning and evolving. And you see, like when I speak my messages, people are like, "How you get all these messages? I mean, how you get all this information?" I don't know. It's gonna be my membership on YouTube. So when you go on YouTube on my let me see how you do it. I don't know how to do it because I haven't started yet, but it came to me yesterday. I think when you go on my I think when you go on my channel, there's a membership is gonna come up there. It's gonna actually to be a member, and I think it's gonna be like $6. But it's go on my channel and click on the membership, and I think it's gonna so that right there is what's gonna do it. But it's just gonna be when we meet here every week. Oh, we're gonna meet. Probably should meet in a WhatsApp group so we could on Zoom. Actually, we should meet on Zoom where we can see each other's faces and talk. Would that be better? We can meet on Zoom. Tell me if that makes sense. We have the membership, and the perk of the membership is to have a Zoom meeting every week. Zoom, where we can see on videos for those who want to be on videos, for those, and we can all speak, we can all exchange ideas and conversation. And for days when we do meditations and stuff, we can all be present. So would Zoom be better? Yeah, you like the Zoom idea? Okay, good. So then let's do the Zoom idea. So for the members, we'll meet on Zoom um, weekly as we discuss this book. I think that would be better. StreamYard is great too. Yeah, I've been told that too. Actually, I do have StreamYard. I do have StreamYard too. But yeah, let's do Zoom. But anyways, it's gonna be on my web. It's gonna be on my page. It's on my profile. You become a member, and then we're gonna do it from there. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for paying attention. Thank you guys for your your feedbacks and your presence. All right, that's very much appreciated. I'm out. Be blessed. Have a beautiful day. Peace.